All right, hi everyone, and welcome to this week's product training with Blue Triangle. So today we're going to talk about how to create and manage users in your account. So this will be administration focused training today, and I don't expect it'll take us the whole 30 minutes, but it'll be some good information for you to know, if particularly if you're an administrator in your account. So we're going to dive right into it. All right, so my name is Mark, and I'm the support manager here at Blue Triangle, and we do these trainings each week about various topics related to web performance and analytics, and ultimately how to use Blue Triangle to solve problems. And of course, this week is going to be more of an administration-focused training, but some good information nonetheless. All right, so for today's agenda, we're going to start with obviously where in Blue Triangle do you need to go to manage your users in your account. We're going to be talking about access levels, the different access levels we have, and what each one can do. We're going to talk about how to create, edit, view, and delete users. One of the things we'll cover is the username and password requirements. We'll also go through how, as an admin, you can actually reset passwords. As a matter of fact, you can do it in bulk. We'll show you how to do that. And then we'll finish with some things, editing your own profile. So how do you change your own password? How do you configure your notifications and things like that? All right. So where to manage users? Pretty straightforward. You're going to go up into the settings menu up in the top right, this little gear icon, and one of the sections in the settings and administration is user. From here, you're able to click to go to the users management screen, or you can just directly create a user. You can also search. The search feature in the settings menu is a great tool for, there is a lot of settings, so it makes it easier if you want to just search for users up here. All right, access levels. So the access levels in Blue Triangle aren't super complicated. There are 3 different levels of access, and those are the account admin, department admin, and department viewer. An account admin obviously has full access to everything within the account. A department admin has virtually the same access minus account level things like, single sign-on configuration, the ability to create users that are account admins or department admins. Basically, you have access, administrative access to everything within your department. And if you're not familiar, a department in Blue Triangle, it's a subset of the sites within an account. So if you have multiple sites within your account, you can set up departments, and these can be kind of sub accounts, if you will, within your account. So obviously, a department admin has create and edit permissions across the entire portal, and in particular, the department admin can only create other users that are department viewers. Now, a department viewer has limited access. These users really only have view permissions, and they can't edit the site, department, or account level configurations, and this permission cannot create other users. So a little more about the department viewer. Their privileges can be refined even further. So naturally, a department viewer has all of these checkboxes turned on, and while they can't edit most things in the Blue Triangle portal, they can create things for themselves. So they can create their own dashboards, they can create alerts and reports, maintenance windows, and things like that. Now, you can control what these users can do. So if you really want to make a fully view-only user, you can just disable all of these checkboxes, and they'll be totally view-only. But the department viewer by default does have all of these checkboxes enabled, and they're really just this department viewer is kind of like the normal access level for your users. And I'll show you, we'll walk through this live and we'll see the create and edit permissions section of the user creation, and we'll demo that. Alright, so the next thing is how to create a user. So in the users screen, which we've discussed, you can get there in the settings and administration gear icon. Go to the users page, and up in the top left of the users page is a create user button, and that's going to take you to this form down here. There's a variety of things you'll need to fill out. Department, username. You'll see a default department, so if you don't know about departments, you can just choose the default. You'll fill in a username. You'll actually fill in their password. And passwordsgenerator.net is the tool I like to use when I'm creating users. It generates random passwords for you, and it doesn't send them across the web, so you can be sure they're secure. And continuing down the list here, you'll need to specify their email address, first and last name, and their default site. And then down below there's additional preferences and things like that you can configure, but typically the defaults are fine for those. Now, requirements for passwords are pretty standard. They must be at least 8 characters, must contain at least 1 uppercase letter, and they must contain at least 1 number. And these are all configurations you can set in the passwordsgenerator.net interface, and I'll show you that here in a few minutes. Alright, view, edit, and delete a user. So if you're on the users screen, this is a table of all of the users in your account. Or if you're a department admin, this is a table of all the users in your department. And the way you can view, edit, or delete is just with the eyeball, pencil, and trash can icons here. There's not really anything special that you need to know other than where you can do this. You can also do it with the bulk actions. You can do this, you can do all of these things in bulk. Well, you can't view it in bulk, but you can check these boxes and click this bulk actions drop down up here, and there's a variety of things you can do. You can enable, disable, or delete these, and you can also reset passwords. So when you click the reset passwords, that's going to send an email to the email address for each one of the selected users, and it'll send them a link with the details on how to reset their passwords. Alright, and then how to change your own password. So if you click the profile, the little user menu button up here in the top right, the little person icon, that's your user menu. One of the options is going to be to edit your profile under that. And obviously you can change things like your username or your email, your theme, your default theme, your default site, the landing page, which is the page that'll first display when you log into Blue Triangle. But to change your password, there's it's a button up here at the top, and you'll just need to enter your current password to confirm that, and then enter your new password, and then re-enter your new password. And then hit submit, and you'll be all set to go. Alright, so as promised, this will be a relatively short training today, and the last thing we'll do here is just kind of walk through all of these things that we just discussed in Blue Triangle, just to kind of reiterate live how everything works. So I'm going to open up my browser with Blue Triangle. Alright, so here I am right now in the users page, and you can get there like I just clicked the settings button, and you can get there by clicking the users, or you can directly go to create a user here. So let's just walk through creating a user together, and we'll see how this goes. So like I mentioned, the site I like to use is randompasswordgenerator.net. But for the department, we're just going to choose the default, which is Demo E-commerce Global. The username we will call Demo User, and you can see that the user name is already taken if you try to use one that already exists. We'll just call it Demo User with an underscore. We'll go ahead and fill in the email here at bt.com. Demo user, first and last name there. And for the password, we're going to, let's say, we'll just make it easy here. 8 characters. We don't need any symbols. We'll include numbers, lowercase characters, uppercase characters. We'll exclude similar characters, and we're going to generate this on our own device, so we're not going to send it across the internet. And then you're just going to click this generate password button, and this will be your the password that you can create for this user. So we'll just paste that in, and so I'm an account admin right now, and an account admin can create other account admins, department admins, or department viewers, so they can actually create any of these access levels. Now with the department viewer access level, like I mentioned before, you can specify what privileges they have as far as creating and editing. So they can create or edit dashboards, alerts, reports, maintenance windows, notification groups, synthetic monitors and scripts, and the issue tracker. Notifications are additional preferences for users that you can configure, but I typically just leave these as the defaults, which are all just off initially, and users themselves can go in and turn these on as they wish. But for now, we'll go ahead and just hit save to complete creating this user, and here we are. We can see this user. This is the view screen, by the way, for the user, so you can see the details for this user's configuration. Now, let's say we'd like to reset the password for this user. So what we can do is go in to the users and search for our user. And so this is the one we just created here, demo user underscore. From here, we're able to view, and I'll just open this in a new tab. We're able to view, you can edit. Here you're able to edit basically everything that you just configured minus the password. Let me pull up the user again. Whoops. And you can delete the user. Now, what's interesting is you can actually, so for example, if I click delete here, so we just deleted this users. Now, what you can do is click this button to toggle deleted users. You know, it says, do you wish to show deleted users? And we'll click confirm. And then we can find that user that we just deleted. This is helpful for logging purposes. You can see when their last visit was and things like that. So it's just another helpful tool in, you know, managing users in Blue Triangle. All right, so the other thing is you can do all of these things in bulk. So let me go back to the default view here. So you're able to either enable, disable, or delete users in bulk just by clicking this checkbox. You can check that box to, you can actually just reset everyone's passwords at once if you'd like to do that. We've had customers where they like their security team requires them to change passwords every 90 days or every 6 months or every year or something like that. So in order to do that, you would just need to check all of these boxes with this checkbox up top, and then you can just click reset passwords, and that'll send everyone an email with a link to reset their password. All right, and the last thing is we'll show you how to change your own password. You can do that in the user menu here. If you click Edit Profile, you can just change your password right here. Enter your current one and then the new one, and then confirm your new password, and then submit. All right, so I think that's all I had to cover with you guys today. I really appreciate your time, and hopefully you learned some things about user management in Blue Triangle today. So I'm gonna look now and see if there's any questions that I can answer. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and close things out for today. One more thing I wanted to mention, some of you guys may be using single sign-on, so a lot of this may be things you've already gone through, or some of it may not be useful for your account configuration that way. But one thing I wanted to point out is with single sign-on, you can configure that. You must be an account admin to configure that, but in the settings, the single sign-on settings are here, and you'll be able to specify all of the details for that in this screen here. Thanks everyone again for your time. And if you do have any more questions, we're always happy to chat offline. So feel free to reach out to us anytime. You can reach us here in support, obviously at support@bluetriangle.com. You can also in our help center submit a request or a question, and we'll get back with you as quickly as we can. We'll be happy to do that. For more information about our trainings, like how to watch previous sessions or how to register for upcoming ones, definitely check out our help center. Again, that's help.bluetriangle.com. And when you're there, just click the big button for product training. All right, guys, thanks again for your time, and we look forward to seeing you all next time. Have a great day.